Hey sis, episode 2, we're taking you in deeper into our dynamic, who we are, how we grew up, what we fear, and what we're chasing. This is the raw, unfiltered sister dive episode. No script, no format, just the real us. Let's go.
Hey sis! Welcome back to Sis Made Me Do It. We are excited you're here. And we are actually really excited about being in bed. We are sold on this is our studio space. Yes. So much of the time and planning that has gone into, starting this podcast, we're us trying to figure out like the studio space. Well, we need this, we need that. And ultimately we found ourselves here in bed, and it's just perfect because sisters hang out in bed.
We hang out in bed. Here's where we're chisme. We cry here. This is the boardroom.
This is our headboard room.
This is our headboard room. Oh, I like that. Yes, the headboard room. That's a good one, sis.
Well, actually, when we were, thinking about this being our space and how natural it feels, and it's just like, this is where sisters come to like braid each other's hair or, have a meltdown and just share their heart. It happens in the bed.
It happens in the bed.
Yeah.
Okay. So I like that. And I mean, there was not a quiz, but there was this thing going on Instagram that basically had to put down, if you grew up without any money, if you shared a room with your sister, with your friend, with your sibling, if you only had one bathroom in the house, if you didn't have a lunchbox, all these little things that people could identify with, if they didn't grow up with, much money. And I was like, well, that's interesting because we really did have our own bedrooms.
Yeah, we were lucky in that sense.
And I didn't know that was a luxury, but that is a luxury. But what we didn't have
still
have more than one bathroom. We all still share that bathroom.
When we visit mommy and papi's, they still have the same house, and they've lived there for about 35 years, and there is still only one bathroom.
That bathroom is the size of a closet, and we're not talking about a walk-in closet. This is a bump-in closet. Like, we all had to sit.
We all used to use the bathroom at the same time. We would make it happen.
Papi as he was shaving and cutting his mustache hairs, and then you have to push my dad out. Get out, because he'd be trimming his nose hairs.
Yeah.
And you'd have to pee, and then you'd be like, "I'm gonna pee in front of you." He's like, "No."
But we would do it anyway.
But you'd have to go like you're gonna pee.
No, but you'd have to do it. I mean, at least amongst us, I remember being on the toilet with it was the vanity, under the sink, like the door open to try and cover from the waist down while you're sitting on the toilet, just so that someone else could be using the sink, and then someone would be in the shower. Everybody had to do Sundays were a disaster in the house because on Sundays we all had to get ready for church at the same time, and we were all using one bathroom. So 3 daughters, a wife, and papi, all sharing one bathroom. And it's still that way. They still have the one bathroom. And when I go to visit, sis, do you know this?
I do the same thing.
Do they do this for you?
What?
Or do you use the downstairs bedroom? Because in the upstairs bedroom, what they do...
No, they have it in the basement now.
They have one of those hospital toilets. Portable toilets. Okay. And they put that upstairs for guests so that you don't have to walk downstairs to use the toilet. It's insane. But honestly,
it's
embarrassed. Actually super clutch because in the middle of the night, it feels real nice not to have to go down those steep stairs to that one bathroom and just have that little potty in the room.
I said to Dad,
well, we didn't have the extra bathroom, but we did all have our own bedrooms, and we didn't have to share until actually you had moved out early, in your teens, and married and did the whole thing, and then divorced when you were 20?
Yeah.
And that's when you came back to mommy and papi's.
Right.
And you slept with me in my room. We shared a bed. You were 20, and you would force me to hold your hand.
Yes. I was going
What was up with that?
I was scared. First of all, the reason I didn't sleep in my room was because my room was haunted. Since I still have not slept in that room since I left. That is a haunted room. I had many haunted experiences in there. I don't fuck with that ghost. However, when I went back...
What did the ghost do?
You've heard this story.
I know, but I mean, for our listeners, what did this ghost do to you?
I don't want to talk about this ghost particularly. This
So
ghost.
there's more than one?
There is. Of course, I've had many ghost encounters since that ghost. So that's why I'm not as afraid of ghosts, because I've had so many after that.
Okay.
And I've survived them all to the point where I even argue with them. Like full on fights. And I know if you've never had a ghost encounter, you will not relate, and I will sound absolutely insane and crazy.
I have a question.
I get it, but those who have done it, yes,
you see them.
I've either heard them, they speak to me.
What?
It's a whole nother disembodied voice, or it's an apparition and it's translucent. And anybody who's ever seen a ghost and had this interaction, hello, I know you understand what I'm saying. It is freaky when it first happens. And this particular ghost was all disembodied. I never saw it.
Now, sis, I didn't realize that you actually saw the ghost. I thought, because I've had experiences where I don't know if it's that I'm just half awake, half asleep, and going through some weird, physical experience because I'm in between being asleep and awake, where I feel like I'm stuck to the bed. I can't move. The paralysis. I think there's like some sort of scientific explanation for when that happens. Right. But I've had that happen to me several times.
Where you've heard something?
Oh, one time I heard something. One time I was like stuck in my bed, and it sounded like a long nail was scratching the wall, and it was going like that across the wall in front of me, then the wall on the side of me, and it was like that. And I was like, okay, I was trapped. I couldn't move. And the thing that always would get me out of it is if I would say, in the name of Jesus, right? Like, and I would just come out. So that's probably the closest thing that felt like maybe there was another, like a spirit or something in the room with me, but I've never seen anything.
Well, how about this explanation? You're actually in between worlds. So you're just on that frequency where that is. So there was a situation. There was a dimension where that was happening, and you tuned into it as you were coming up, because we do go into another realm when we go to sleep.
Perhaps.
So there's that. I've had that as well, but I've also had the Whoopi Goldberg moment where I'm just sitting on the couch. I mean, I called mommy right after, and she was like, oh, you have to. Anyway.
Because mommy sees ghosts.
My mother my mother still does see them.
Does she still see them? We have to call her and ask her.
But I know she's seen many.
Them. Yeah.
But this is the first time this ever happened to me. And this is not one that I saw, but this one was one that I actually communicated with telepathically, because it took over my body. I was sitting down on the couch. I remember I had like an audition, and I was preparing for that. And suddenly I went like this. What? It was like that. It was like took over.
So your back got straighter than it usually is.
I don't think it took over. From afterwards, I was thinking just the energy field made me lift up. It didn't do it. I just tuned in a frequency, and then my spine had to like erect. And basically, she said hello to me, and she was behind me, and we were communicating right here. And I just remember all this energy coming out of my like head, really. And I'm in the middle of it, but it was very cool. I'm in the middle of it like, whoa, this is very cool. Fucking cool. This is very cool.
It would freak me out. It felt
like supernatural abilities.
I'd be like, where is the door? Get me the hell out of here.
So I tell her through my third eye, or whatever eye that was, I tell her, you don't sound scary. It was a friendly ghost. And she laughs like that. Like she liked it. And I could feel her behind me, and she was about to show herself to me. And at that moment, when you're communicating telepathically, you just kind of know what's going to happen next. Like you're in communication in a weird way, in a weird frequency.
Okay.
And I could feel her coming to reveal herself to me. And I told her through here, never through my mouth. I was like, you can't do that. I can't handle seeing you. And gone. And I'm back.
That's so
spine went like that.
Interesting.
And I just sat there like, that fucking just happened.
Wow.
What happened this week that you want to like announce that happened that was good, small, big? It could be something private, personal.
Yeah. Nelson and I had a really nice weekend together. I always consider that win, when just our family time is nice, is peaceful, and really calm. And that's what we had. We had a really beautiful Labor Day weekend. We went to the beach yesterday, which was really fun. We didn't make it to the beach actually, but that's what I loved about it, is that we didn't make it to the beach. There's no parking.
Where did you make it?
There was no parking at the beach.
What?
And then it was super high tide, and we tried to, go to another spot, but there was no beach to actually go to.
So you're saying you didn't stress out over it. You guys handled it.
We just pivoted.
I like that.
We went to a playground nearby instead. We got some pizza and we just chilled.
I love that.
It was great.
I want to attract a man that just flows.
Yeah.
I don't, because that's life, right? Like there's detours and sometimes you have to stop. And I remember like being in a relationship with, I'm not going to say his name. It starts with an F.
Okay.
He would get so stressed if things didn't go exactly how we thought it was going to go. And then I'd be like, but we were going to have fun. And the whole point was fun. So let's go here and have fun. It's like, no. Like it ruined the rest of the day or the rest of the night.
I've been that person before.
Ew, can we just have fun?
Sure. Yeah. No, I've been that type of person. I think I mentioned on the last episode, I get frustrated by small inconveniences. And typically that would be something that would really like mess with me and upset me. Like, oh, we didn't get to do this. And now I'm going to be all like a little downer. That was old Cynthia. Thankfully, I've gotten over those kinds of things where if something is an inconvenience, okay, what else can we do?
Yeah.
Like, who cares? Let's not be all mad.
How did you get to this place? Did sis challenge you for anything?
Actually, it was an ex-boyfriend of mine.
It's not me?
It's not you. And this is years ago. And this breakup was actually such a great experience for me. It was really hard. I was super heartbroken. But some of the feedback I received back from my ex-boyfriend really, really like influenced me to take a look at who I was and how I was being in the relationship, and how he experienced me was pretty down. And even though I thought that I was like, cool and stuff, his experience was that I wasn't, that I would get upset about really small inconveniences, and I was kind of like a downer. I was like, I don't want to be that way.
Oh my God, ladies.
I do not want to be that way.
If you're like that and your friend and your sis has not reflected to you that you complain about every little thing and it's annoying, trust me, I'm one of those people too. But when I get called out on it, I try to the best of my ability, I try to change it. And then I'll catch myself. So I actually value when I hear feedback. Trust me, I'm not just sitting there with my ego going, that's not true. Later on, I'm thinking, well, it's not the first time I've heard that. Or where does that same thing annoy me about me? Because when I'm upset, it doesn't feel good, And if my mission is to feel better and improve my life, then my emotions have to improve.
So here's something that I used to do, and thankfully I have awareness about it now. I used to close off. So I was super like, if he said something to me that hurt me emotionally, I would go into this place and literally just dissociate. It's like we would be in the same car and it was like I was on another planet. Like I was not present. I would not be available to him emotionally at all. Like I severed the connection. And I later realized that this came from a moment when I was a child. I was in 6th grade and I had a teacher embarrass me in front of a class. Ooh. And I was standing up and I remember it was about like a homework assignment that I didn't have. And she called me lazy. Like I remember how she said it.
Bitch.
She like held the letter L. She was like, you're lazy. And I was so embarrassed. And I have had to really work on being like, I'm not lazy, but she said that to me. And that moment was like a core memory for me. And in that moment, I remember that I felt like I just went and I went somewhere else. And in my brain, I was cursing her out. I was calling her ugly. I was just like, all of this negativity started to like rumble in my head. And I was just like, and I really like dug into being angry, and I dug into being nasty, and I dug into like all of these dark negative emotions. And she was talking to me, but it was like I tuned her out and I just was like going in on her, but in my brain. And then that was later that I realized I was still doing that. I was still doing that. Anytime I felt emotionally hurt, I would just, it just literally felt like I would go somewhere else. And in my mind, oh, whatever, forget this dude. I don't need this guy. Like I would just like go on a rampage in my mind about how like, fuck that guy, and think of all the things that I would be doing without him. And just, but I would go to a different place.
Listen,
and he noticed that, and he was like, you just don't even, you're not available to me when that happens. And I was like, man, that's true about me. And I want to fix that because it's not fair to the other person. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to the relationship. Like I need to control this.
They call that stonewalling. Stonewalling is real and it's very painful.
It's hard.
I feel like,
and it's hard to get out of too, because then you're like so committed to being angry and to being like right. And
well, it's not even that. It's like, it's just so hard to be vulnerable, to even come and be the first to be like, I'm sorry or whatever that's going to soften the situation. Because what if they reject you? Like I'm going through that right now. We can't numb our emotions for long. We're going to express it somehow. And it's going to come out through anger. It's going to come out through sadness or whatever. But the real issue is it hurts. So let's just acknowledge that it hurts and be vulnerable enough to be like, that fucking hurt.
I mean, yeah, sometimes the relationships do just need to end. Like the relationship I was in needed to end, but it ended, and I got to have that self-reflection and try to do a little bit better. And I remember I was single probably for like a year after that, and I just focused on me. Be more fun, try new things, like just put myself out there. And it was great. It was the best like year, and yeah, I'm really grateful for that.
So my celebration is, I'm really struggling with this celibacy, and it's not the struggle, like the physical part. Yeah, I got horny. I'm also doing Kundalini breath work. So I'm like learning how to take that energy and bring it back into myself. And then when I'm doing the practices, I'll feel an opening, and like what people say happens in celibacy when you do it consciously to actually regenerate your energy. Okay. So there's a lot of clearing of sexual energy and purifying that I want to do for myself, which is why I'm choosing this, because I feel like I keep attracting the same issues in relationship with men. And then even like my relationship with him, even though we were trying, it's like, but I'm still carrying imprints of things I haven't healed. So of course it's not going to heal until I heal those imprints. And Kundalini yoga and breath work is supposed to clear that. Okay. Everybody that I talk to has done these practices say it's life changing. I just have to stick with it.
Yeah.
So I have like a goal of 90 days for myself of just purifying this energy and not giving it to somebody else.
Is there anything that feels hard right now? Struggles besides the celibacy and maintaining that?
I'm struggling with aging, and I act like it's not an issue. And for the most part, it hasn't been, but my face and my body are changing so much. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, but you look so beautiful. You look in your 30s. Thank you. Every time you say that to me, it feels amazing. And even if somebody said I was old, like it wouldn't affect me the way I think of old for me. You know what I mean?
What is old for you?
There's an old for me that I need to fix. It's not about somebody else's perception of how I look. It's me with me. And I don't want to age and look like a witch.
That's what you're thinking about? Aging and looking like a witch?
There are women who age.
Grow a mole with there are women coming out?
Listen, there are women who age cute. They have cute little features, little button. Titi Lucy, she's a cute little old lady.
I'm going to tell you something, sis.
In fact, a cop pulled her over. A cop pulled my little auntie over and told her, you're such a cute little old lady. Like, Titi Lucy is beautiful.
She is.
And she's a cute little old lady.
And guess what? You look just like them. You look like Titi Lucy. You look like Titi Mary. Like you have the same beauty that they had. I'm going to tell you who looks ugly as they age. And you already know this about me. Women who get way too much work done.
Yes.
They look ugly. They don't look like themselves.
I think I'm gonna be that girl, sis.
Don't be that woman.
I think I'm gonna be Dolly Parton. I'm gonna just be.
Don't be that woman.
I think I am. That's what I did. I looked in the mirror. I was like, I think I'm gonna be her.
I'm team.
I think I'm gonna be the plastic surgery lady.
No, I'm team no plastic surgery.
Injected lips.
I'm team natural. I'm team wrinkles. I'm team gray hair.
I'm a team natural up until a certain point, and the certain point is when the gray start coming in heavy.
You got like 2 gray hairs, okay?
Like my jowls are starting to come in. Like, no, hell to the no. I already have a big nose with massive nostrils. Like, no rhinoplastic surgeon will touch my nose because they say your nose is almost perfect and the little changes would be so tiny I wouldn't risk it. They say I wouldn't risk it. You'd have to have a bad nose to give you a great nose. He's like, all of them. No rhinoplastic surgeon will touch my nose.
Okay, good.
But I want a fucking nose job because my nostril holes are tunnels. You can fit your car inside of one of them.
What do you think they're going to do to your nose to make your holes smaller?
I just want them to reconstruct my nostril.
I'm sorry, sis.
Anyway, the whole point is I don't want to look like a witch. And when you get old, you get the wrinkles, you get the gray hair, and then now you have the big old nostrils. I'm going towards witch, not cute little old lady. My trajectory is witch.
You're insane. You're not trending witch, okay? You're
I have the witchy hair. Look at my hair.
You have beautiful
curly,
big
frizzy
curls.
hair.
Look, I don't need to sit here and compliment you because you get enough of that. What I'm gonna say is, and this is really important, and I think more women a lot of women feel this way. And I have my gray streaks. I have gray hair.
Your voice is too stern right now. I need some softness. This is hurting. This is hard for my soul.
I see women with gray hair. I'm always like, I see you. When I see a little streak, I see you. Let's go. I'm for that because I think aging is a blessing. How many people lose their lives early? You know, whether they're in their mid 40s or they were teenagers or children.
True.
Who don't get to age.
Preach.
Every year we get, every wrinkle, every gray hair is a blessing. And as your sister, it hurts me. It hurts my soul that you don't understand that isn't something that you get yet. But I think you'll get it one day. And I think aging is a beautiful thing. I like Pamela Anderson right now. She's probably up there. She's my favorite right now.
Cute. Her nose, her nostril, her nose.
Get out of here with your damn
nose. Her nostrils are cute.
Her nostrils are cute.
She looks so cute and her body is banging. Like,
and yours isn't? Get out of here. We're going to move on from this subject because honestly, we don't need to waste another second on it. Okay.
No, but you know what? It's irrelevant conversation because I'm sure a lot of women feel this way, how I feel.
I know. I'm not trying to come down on you, sis. Your feelings are valid, but also you're a little hard on yourself. You're not a witch. Okay, you're not going to be a witch. You're beautiful. And so back to the shadow work, when you were speaking to yourself in the mirror and you were, looking at yourself and look at yourself, see her.
I'm telling you, she's
beautiful.
There's a look that I've been struggling with this for my whole life. This is not just aging. I've struggled with my looks forever. I definitely have body dysmorphia. I'm confessing it right here. Mm-hmm. But when you have that, you can't see anything else. So when I was on My Name is Earl, I thought I looked terrible and I couldn't even watch the episodes. And then I didn't have boobs. And then I went and I got boobs because I was like, she's too flat. And that's what happened. And now when I look back at me, I was like, how could you have wasted those years thinking that you were ugly? Like, you were fucking amazing. That's why you'll hear me say things like, she was beautiful, or I'll post things now because I can see it now. Mm-hmm. Now that I don't look like that. Now that I'm not that. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm going through this next phase of my life, which every woman has to face. And now I'm in my season of facing it as I approach my 50s. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm approaching my fucking 50s. That means something to me. It's midlife. It is midlife. And lots of things happen. There's going to be I'm laying the foundation for what my next 20 years is going to be.
Yeah, but sis, look, you got to look at the things that you got going for you, okay? And the things that we can control. We can't control getting older except by dying, right? If you choose to die, then you're gonna not get older. But if you're choosing to live, the point is you're gonna get older. That's the only way you get to live. So, we get old. Now, I want to say that what you get to control is you get to control what you eat, how much you exercise, what you put in your body, and how you take care of your temple. Okay. There are people out there who are younger than you, who have diabetes, who have all kinds of issues because they don't take care of their health. They don't watch what they're eating, whatever. Like, do what you can control. You can control how you take care of your body, how healthy you are.
For sure.
And honestly, like, isn't that all that matters? Like, you've done a great job of that. You haven't abused drugs. You haven't abused alcohol. You've been a healthy eater for a long time, for the better part of half of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are all positive things.
And now I think about that because I'm like, and I'm single. I don't want to have an ache in my body and I can't take care of myself. So health is even more important to me than ever.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't know that you're aging until you start not looking like how you used to look.
Sure.
That's when you go, oh shit, or my body. Because your body can be like that for years till you're 40. About 40s, 37, 38, 40s up, things start to change very, very rapidly. And that's when you realize, oh shit, aging is a real thing.
Yeah.
Up until then, it's just been me.
I know. I've been feeling that recently. I'm like, dang, the last 15 years.
Right.
Because I'm like, man, I'm about to be 42 and I'm like 27 to 42. Like, it didn't feel like that much time, but oh my God, I'm a different woman. Like, yes. It's definitely, I'm feeling that way too, of like, holy shit, I'm 42. I'm not 27. Right. And it didn't feel like that much time has gone past, but a lot of time has gone past. And I'll say that I am really, 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 really grateful for the choice I made in my late 20s to pursue my fitness journey, to exercise more, to do something about the weight that I had gained, and to actually start making healthy choices. I'm so happy about that. So if you are in your 20s, if you just happen to come across our podcast and you're listening, the best thing that you can do for yourself, if you're not already doing it, is to start working out, strength train.
Oh my God,
watch what you're eating. Please. No more drive-throughs. Try not to drink
Alyssa,
so much.
If you're watching this, our niece, you have a banging ass body and you eat pretty bad. It's gonna catch up on you one day. Train your muscles now, even though
she's been doing well. I've noticed her stories. She's been posting and she's being more aware of what she's eating and stuff like that.
But even training, everybody, her body is perfection, and you have muscle mass and it's perfectly intact.
Yeah.
But like for me, I purposely didn't work out very much. It wasn't a priority because I had a banging body.
Right. You didn't have to.
I was so lean and
really
toned,
thin.
And I was so thin. But then one day it was like, what? I got to go to the gym? I don't have the same ethic, the same discipline that you have, that you've trained. And it's much harder later. So Alyssa, if you can start now, even just a little bit, it doesn't have to be hardcore, just to get used to it so that when you're my age, it's like muscle memory at that
training
point.
is really important. I'd say for anyone also, if you're super young and you want to have a family one day, you want to get pregnant, like being strong before you get pregnant is so clutch. Like having a body that can hold that extra weight, hold the growing baby. It's amazing. Like you will have a different experience because your body is equipped to handle the changes that you're going through. So any woman who's listening who would like to one day like get pregnant, train. Start strengthening your body.
Sis is an amazing doula, so she actually helps delivers the baby as well.
Yeah, I support women through their labor.
She's also a fitness and nutritional coach. So it's all in-house here. If you happen to be pregnant and you're looking for somebody, sis is very, very supportive. And she's so strong. Like I saw her run with her daughter through the airport because she was late for a flight. She had her baby and her bags, and everybody was like,
That was great. That was actually probably one of the coolest moments ever where I was like, this is why I lift. I have Enza on my shoulders. I've got the bags and I ran. I was running up escalators, running through terminals. And
she was having a good old time.
We made it. Yeah. Enza was just holding on to my hair the whole time. Like I was a horse. She was just holding on to my hair. And we made it to our flight on time, which was great. And I was like, that's why I train for these moments.
Oh my God. Well, listen, you guys, this is the podcast. We're going to cry here. We're going to dump some worries and concerns here. I just revealed a big shadow of mine, and it's not an easy process. I can tell you that I want to work on it, and I'm going to work on it, and I have been for my whole life, but this is a whole new phase. And I know that the only way is through it. So I'm not here trying to control it. I am trying to control what I can control. And sometimes thinking about a facelift is part of that control. And I may end up doing it and you may not like it, and we'll all deal with it then.
I mean, I'm still going to love you, sis. I'll be the
my
voice.
Inner thoughts. I'm just telling you my struggle. I haven't made a decision on anything yet. I'm just putting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, it's nice to see variety. We live in LA and a lot of women look the same. They're going to the same lip injection person. They're doing the same Botox. They're getting the same facelift. And you see the same faces everywhere. Okay. Especially.
I get it. I don't have any fillers
Beverly
in my
Hills area
right
and even up here in this area, there's a lot of the same faces. And I don't know. I just appreciate variety. I appreciate individual beauty. I don't follow any sort of like beauty standard. I don't think that I need to look a certain way. Yeah. Of course, I do look in the mirror and I do want to feel beautiful, and I'll do my makeup occasionally. Sometimes I'll comb my hair, but,
no, I love that about you.
I love individual beauty. Yeah. And I find every kind of body, every shape, every person. Honestly, beauty for me comes from that inside. Like confidence, that personality, like what is the energy that you bring with you? Like, how do you light up a room? Like, that is attractive. I am attracted to those things.
I am attracted to those things.
I know
too.
you are.
Yeah. And when it comes to me, I'm just hard on myself. Like you said, I'm just really hard with and I've been on TV forever. So it's like, I know myself as being this character, this beauty, this statuesque type of body. And it's not been easy to change, especially when my work depends on how I look.
No, I get it, sis. I can't imagine what it would be.
And I want to look the same for my
actor.
fans. Like, I don't want them to see me change. Like, why do you think Nicole Kidman, all these ladies hold on for dear life? And even J-Lo, it's like, Beyonce, I'm sure will do the same thing. Diana Ross, who looks amazing. Like, you want your fan base to remember you at your prime. And that's like the thing. It's like, maybe we'll do a whole
I'm sure
maybe
we'll come
bring
back
an expert
to this.
or somebody.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be back on this.
I actually would like that, and maybe some other women to chime in.
Yeah, I know you're not alone in how you're feeling. I'm sure there's a lot of women out there who also agree with me. Like
100%. I think there are many categories. There's the women who are absolutely going to do it. I'm like, I want to do it, and I haven't done it yet. Like, I took my implants out. I tried to embrace the natural road. I don't have any. I removed the fillers. I'm back to my natural face, and I'm trying to be back to my natural hair. I'm growing things out. Yeah. So it's not like I haven't given it a try, but in giving it a try, I'm like, I actually preferred the more booby look because of the side view. It's like, this shit's sagging. I don't like that this shit sags. I like them to perk up. Like, I get the point of an implant. Maybe I could get a small implant. Maybe it's not a big implant, but I don't like my side being saggy. I don't like
are you going to
gels.
feel that way at like 80?
Girl.
Are you going to feel, because at some point, gravity going to do its thing.
And then
no
you
matter
go
what
back.
you got in there.
Then you go back and you redo things. You resurgerize. Anyways. Look at Jane Fonda. Oh my God, perfect example.
Jane Fonda. I mean, I love Jane Fonda. I love her advocacy. Like, I love who she is. I love her career, everything about her. Pero cuando esa mujer está caminando over a stage, when she's walking from a stage, she's like this.
I love it, but
she's
that's
like
Jane
this.
Fonda.
Wait, but this is her. Okay, and she gonna talk into that cat, and she gonna see, and she gonna do like this. But you're going, lady, come on, Jane.
She looks so cute.
She's cute, but also she looks like she's made out of plastic, and like she's having a hard time. She's just kind of like, no, thank you. Because then you see
Sally looks amazing.
Who's her co-star? Who's the woman who does a lot with Jane Fonda? The comedian.
Oh yeah,
What's her
Lily
name?
Tomlin.
And then Lily Tomlin.
I know.
Like the complete-
Okay, I'm Jane. You're Lily. Yes,
that is absolutely correct.
See, and they make a great duo.
They're a beautiful duo.
So this will
I love
work for
them.
our show.
Yeah.
Jane and Lily.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my God. All right. So where are we at with this? I wanted you guys to know who my sister was and for her to...
I'm still here.
Know who my sister is. This is the Who Are You podcast. Who are you, sis? For those of you that are new, or for those of you that maybe know Cynthia but don't know me, or know me, don't know Cynthia, like this was the episode where we... You
know what? You're going to get a taste of us every time you tune in. Today, you learned a little bit about me and my beauty standards.
Oh, you did. Exactly.
You learned that I don't really live in any extremes. I'm usually right in the middle. I would say that I take after my dad in that sense. He's just in the middle all the time. He's never super angry, and he's never like super excited and elated. I will say I want to get better at being excited about things, because I don't let myself feel excitement and a lot of like those higher emotions. And I'm just kind of pretty neutral when it comes to most things. Yeah. And I do want to get better at getting excited.
Getting like a little girl excited, like,
Eee! Especially in my imagination and what I want to manifest and what I want to create in my life. I want to be able to...
Which is what? What do you want to create in your life?
I just, for my family, like thinking of like what I want to, how I want my family to be, and how I want my career to grow, and what I want to, the possibilities that I want to create for us, where sometimes I am very small-minded and I don't let myself go there. I don't let myself...
You need to do this meditation with me.
Dream big, and I keep it pretty small. And I will say that is something that I'd like to change, because I don't want to feel like I'm limiting myself, because I'm limiting myself when I don't allow myself to dream big. Are you raising your hand because you want to speak? Okay, this is an improvement. You can speak. Go ahead.
Teacher. I got something to say.
You in the back. Go.
Meditation, I'm going to go back to the meditation, is where I don't know how we can actually shift anything that is a habit without meditation. You need the concentration. You need to tap into your mind to shift things and imagine. Imagination is where everything happens.
Yeah, I agree.
And when I was in that space, I was like, oh, this is why they distract us so much, because you can literally quantum leap in meditation. You're working with those intricate parts of yourself. So please, sis, I encourage you. I want you to do this. I want to go a little further so I can like guide you.
Take that as a challenge, sis.
That is my challenge. Sis made you do. Sis made you meditate.
I love it. I'm going to report back with my experience for sure.
I want you to do this guided one. So this guided one takes you to the relaxation process, but then it's all you and you.
I love it. I used to meditate every morning when I was living in Bali, and it was the best thing. I would walk to the beach, I'd sit and actually have the actual ocean as my background noise, and it was amazing.
Ooh, I
loved every morning. That was such a sacred time for me, and I'm for it.
Listen, I looked at our thing because I asked our community, our cishood, to give us ask us questions for us to answer, just to get to know us a little bit better. And this is the question for us: what's the most difficult part of your podcast, and who needs more prompting? She does.
I mean, but once I get going, I get going.
Okay, what's the most difficult part?
The most difficult part of our podcast has been making time, where we both have enough time in our schedule to sit and to come up with our ideas. And then I would say the setup. So every time we sit in front of the camera, I'm playing tech and I'm setting up the mics and I'm making sure lighting looks okay.
Like, we hope this actually has been recording. We have actually no idea. We need that to the TV so that we can see.
need to, the whole production part of things is work, but we're making it work. We're doing it. I'm sure we'll get better at it. At some point, we'll have like a professional setup. For now, this is going to have to do. I would say that's like
LW. Which one of you is more squeamish?
You.
Who has gotten into the most trouble between us?
Ooh, this one's kind of challenging. I don't know. I think I have. I got kicked out of high school for fighting.
I got kicked out of high school for fighting.
Wait, you did too?
Josephina.
That's right. But what was the question?
Trouble.
I don't think that's trouble.
I don't think so either, but they do.
Oh, who cares? Trouble, though, is, let me see.
You have caused the family more trouble than me.
How have I caused the family more trouble?
Well, then it's me. Then I have caused the most trouble because I left early.
I mean, I was there for that, and mommy sure did lose her shit for a good 4 years.
You know what? I do cause her most trouble between us.
You do.
All right.
Okay.
So then the next
she's trouble.
The next question is, you seem to have very different career paths. Does that bring you closer together or further apart?
I think there was a point in our relationship, and we haven't really dove too deep into this, but where Nadine and I were not friends.
Right.
We really struggled to find common ground. And so this was when I first moved to Los Angeles. This is about 20 years ago. And our relationship was honestly very kind of tumultuous all the way up until like 2020.
There was a lot of tension.
There was a lot of tension. There was a point where I broke up with my sister. She wasn't responding to my MySpace messages, my Facebook messages. She wasn't responding to my texts, my calls, and I showed up at her.
You even sent a pigeon to send me a letter.
I probably did, but I showed up to a play that she was doing in Hollywood. I found out about the play not because she told me, but because someone else she knows posted about it, and I was like, oh, okay, now I know where to find her. I went to her in what is it? What's that called in the middle of the play?
Intermission.
Oh, intermission. I show up at intermission. I'm like, hi. And she's like, what are you doing here? And I was like, well, you're not answering my calls. You're not answering my text messages, my emails. I went down the list and I'm like, what's up? And she had the audacity, guys, to say to me, what do you want from me? Like, what do you want from me? We don't have anything in common. And I think was I living with you at this point? No,
I was not living with me if you went and found me.
I wasn't living with you. But she's like, I don't know what you need. We don't have anything in common. And I was just like, gasp. I'm like, what do you mean what do you mean we don't have anything in common? Like, we shared a womb. Like, I literally said that. We shared
not a room, a womb.
WOMB. Okay. We have the same mom. Like, what else do we need? And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I said, I am done. When you want to be my sister, when you want to like come and pursue a relationship with me, then I'm ready to talk to you, but I'm done. I'm done here. And I left. She swears that I was
I thought you had crutches.
She thought I was in crutches.
From my perspective, like, turn the camera over to my perspective. I see my sister saying all this shit to me in crutches. Like, I have a memory of her in crutches. And when she broke up with me and I was like, I remember you going down the stairs with your crutches, with the one crutch like this. And I said, I'm calling mom. And I did. I called my mom and I was like, your daughter came to intermission to break up with me. And she said this and she said that. And then I think by the time you got to your car, mommy had already called you.
Yeah, by the time I got to my car, my mother was already on the phone. And I'm like, I just rolled my eyes, so annoyed, because give it to Nadine to like go and tell mommy and papi like immediately. Mommy, and I was just like, look, mom, I said, I love Nadine. If there's an earthquake in California, in LA, she's one of the first people that I'm going to be making sure is okay.
If she needs canned goods, I'll get them for her.
I'm just done.
If she's stuck in an elevator, I'll make sure I go get her out.
Like that kind of a breakup where I like legitimately don't want anything to do with my sister. It was the
emergency only.
But it was the opposite. Like, we were fighting so much, and that's where we finally got to a point years later. But we kept going back and forth and fighting and having these arguments. And it was like at the end of the day, we both had the same desire, which was for us to just love each other and be close and have like a close relationship. And thankfully we were able to figure out how to say that out loud and do that and be vulnerable and say like, I'm acting this way, but what I want is this.
But what I really want is a relationship with you.
Yeah. Like my actions are not aligned with what my desire actually is. Like my desire isn't to be in a fight with you. My desire is to be in close connection with you, but my actions keep creating the opposite. Like we keep fighting and then we're like this, and we never got to a place where we could be tight with each other.
Oh, it's because you went to Landmark and they taught you the language.
Right.
And the language is, imagine if we spoke to each other like that. Like, hey, I'm really angry at you, but what I really want is to feel close to you.
Yeah. And my actions are
so
not
hard
aligned.
to say when you're hurt.
It's very much. So here's the beauty of the Landmark that, the information I received and what was so great about it is that in communicating with Nadine, it wasn't about like, well, you did this and you make me feel this way and blaming her. It was about taking responsibility for myself and my actions and saying like, here's what I want, but here's where I'm actually doing the opposite of what I want. And so what I want is closeness, but my actions are creating separation. Like my, frustration or whatever, my lack of patience with you, all these things is what's getting in the way of that. And it was really beautiful.
She changed after that when she said that to me, and it was, I think we were in bed and we cried and we were like, I was like, I want that too. It made me analyze all the ways that I was separating from her. Like when you don't blame someone, I mean, I guess this is what healthy communication is. If we're able to be mature enough to not blame the other person, but still explain how we're being impacted by you taking responsibility, I immediately took responsibility for mine. And then we've just been consciously, like now we don't even think about it, but we worked towards being sisters in a way that we love what we have now. We created this. This was not natural.
Yeah. And there's still stuff that we do to one another that is frustrating or annoying.
Like what? Like what? What you annoyed by with me?
Most recently, I told you earlier, I was annoyed because you've been like on me about making time.
Yeah.
And getting more time to do this. And I was just like, look, you left for 2 months. You went to another state. Like, have a little grace on me.
Right.
You're back now and I get it. You're all focused, but you left for 2 months.
I'm celibate. That's why I'm focused. Okay.
So celibate. I'm just like, can you extend a little grace here? We'll get our schedules worked out. And, like today I had my nail appointment that I booked 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, you were not here.
On podcast day.
3 weeks ago, she wasn't here. So I'm like, I'm going to get my nails done. I'll be back and just have a little grace on me. But it's not the end of the world, right? Like, I'm not going to be all mad. I'm not going to be like, oh, you did this. I'm not going to, like, I wasn't coming from that place.
Right. No.
No,
we do that well. We can at least talk about things without triggering each other too bad. Mm-hmm. And if I can do it with you, I can do it with a man. And that's what I have to remember. And I can do it with everyone else. And I'm still very afraid of being super vulnerable with people who I believe can hurt me, because I've been hurt really bad since a very young age. Mm-hmm. And I don't let people have that part of me. Like, that's a part of me that's like, I have to trust you so hard to be soft and vulnerable and with you. Mm-hmm. And when I give it to you and you betray that, it's very hard for me to come back, almost impossible.
Well, I think, as you're saying that, I'm thinking back to, so there's a part of you that, going back to our identifying as spirit, right? So there's a part of you then that is afraid that you can be the victim to somebody.
Yes.
That you can be hurt by somebody.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely. I still have that belief.
You still believe that you can be hurt and be a victim to someone. And, that's just an identification issue.
That's what I'm taking to my meditation, because that's what I have to work on a deeper level.
Yeah. So you don't have to protect yourself against anybody.
I understand. And this is why I'm taking this time for myself, because there's things I need to heal by myself. Everything else is a distraction right now. Like, I even asked my girlfriend this morning, who's staying with me right now. I said to her, I need a few days of silence. Like, I don't want to immediately go to the kitchen and talk. I am intentionally getting quiet, and it's not an easy place for me because I like to distract myself. I need me. I don't know. I can't explain it, but the wound needs to be healed, and only me and God can heal it. That's it. That's all I can say. And everything else feels like a distraction. If you don't feel 100% safe to me right now, I cannot fuck with you. I have to heal. And my circle has to be this big right now. Mm-hmm. I'll talk to you guys when I get to the other side. But right now, this is where I'm at.
Have you heard of a silent retreat?
Yeah.
As when you were saying that, I was like, maybe the silent retreat is good for you. Yeah, it's 10 days.
I know. I thought about it. Mm-hmm. I'm already on it, girl.
Okay, let's go.
I'm already on it, girl.
Let's do it. That's your challenge.
Okay.
It would mean we have to postpone the recording.
Okay, I need to speak on what is annoying me lately.
Oh, yes, let's hear it.
About you and my challenge to you. So, you know, not that I'm trying to blame you or anything or threaten you. But I feel like I'm in Los Angeles for you and Enza. Just want you to know where my come from is. Mm-hmm. This podcast, I could have started a podcast by myself. In fact, I was going to. But the idea of us doing things together and me using my platform and whatever connections I have to help my family, to help my sister, oh my God, what an opportunity. So I'm not doing this by myself. Mm-hmm. I'm doing it with you consciously. And I feel like I don't want to just have a relationship with you on sis made me do it. Mm-hmm. I still live 12 minutes from you. I still want to come be invited over. I still want us to go to a concert together. I still want us to go to a movie together, like have our sister time.
Okay.
And to be invited to the house and to be invited on some things because I love my niece and I want to see her. I'm here. I can move anywhere. And I'm choosing to stay in LA for now because I don't want to be apart from you guys. So if you can think of me outside, not just your nuclear family, but on the things that you can. Holidays, for God's sakes, holidays. You can start with a fucking holiday. Invite your sister to a holiday. And Nelson's family, if you're watching this, I want to be invited to the holiday. I'm the single sister. If you're having something at your house, invite me. Okay. Every time. Not sometimes, all the time.
I hear you, sis.
Blend the families.
Look, this week is busy. And next week, I'm no longer going to be occupied in the evenings, only once a week, which is great. So I'll have more time at home. This week, I'm wrapping up those ends at my job on the east side. Yeah, because I'll have Mondays open again. Yeah. So we could totally do that. But, with my schedule changing, there's a bit more availability like later in the day and the time that Enza's out of school also, so you can come over. So
yeah, like if Enza's at school, we could do co-working spaces.
Yeah.
You have to work on your things. I have to work on mine. We can do it together.
Yeah. I got it, sis.
Good.
Te quiero.
I love you too. Okay. Well, is there anything else that we could share? Because I feel complete with this episode. What do you think?
I feel really complete. I like what we got into today. I think hopefully people will resonate with what we shared. And if you did resonate
From ghost
with
stories to age,
right?
to calling each other up. I say up to being better in our relationship and to healing.
Yeah.
Always
if what we shared today resonated with you, our ask is that you comment on this video, that you engage with us on our social media platform, on our YouTube channel, that you like, subscribe, share this content with other women that you think will get something out of it, and keep coming back. We're growing together. We're inviting you into that space with us because we want everyone. We want everyone to live a life that feels uplifted.
That feels like you can reshape wounded relationships in your family.
Yes, alchemize yourself, all of your suffering into,
it doesn't have to be
something
I always
better.
say it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Even though I'm a perfectionist, I have to tell myself it's about the progress. It's about getting to the goal, not procrastinating because of perfection. And like, subscribe, and make comments. So many of our friends, I'm sure you had it, but texted me what they loved and left me voice notes. But I need you guys to leave it in the comment box or DM'd me, because it matters for getting our episodes out into people who may not know us. And so literally that button, subscribing it, is important. It used to annoy me when I used to see videos, and now that I have my own channel, I'm like, I get it. It's needed. It's how we grow.
Yes. All right, sis. Well, thank you for listening and being a part of our sisterhood.
All right. Bye, sis.
Bye.